Hi, today we're going to talk about indie game refinement for Steam. It is a PC game distribution platform. It's have a lot of games and a massive amount of users. It's a flexible and lucrative market. It's perfect for indie game developers to release their game on. The problem is the oversaturation of games, which is mediocre and unfinished, which get released under tag of early access games. Here's a statistic from two different men with different years. As we can see, there's an increase in amount of games, yet a decrease in its revenue. Um, Player Unknown Battleground, which is an indie game, has generated around $700 million in 2017, and Player Unknown Battleground and Divinity Original Sin 2 has consistently been the top two sold games on Steam. Good indie games provide a competition and alternative choices for users against AAA games, which in return create a healthy gaming market. The solution for a problem is to have stricter qualification guidelines, and especially specific guidelines for different indie genre, like survival games, roguelike game, or just arcade games. And to combat mediocre and unfinished game, we should provide development and marketing consulting for promising games or unfinished games on the market. And the project is going to be managed by Mr. Steve Escalante. He's a video game executive with a lot of experience from Versus Evil, which is a US-based video indie game publishers. And there's going to be two critics and two consultants. For example, one of the critics is Mr. Jim Sterlins. He's a freelance video game journalist and critic, and his role is going to be a game qualifiers and guidelines writer. And here is the total cost of the project in a year, as it's going to cost $500,000 annually. The project is going to operate on this schedule. It's going to take 3 weeks to complete the first guidelines, and the guidelines are going to be updated and modified quarterly. And the critic team is going to be have a regular mid-quarter meeting every quarter, and the consulting team is going to have a weekly team meeting. In summary, to combat the massive amount of games coming on Steam, we should have a stricter guidelines, and and to combat the quality of the games, we should have more consulting to the indie game developers. And in the end, we want to maintain a healthy game market for our users.